Hey everybody, WoTBEE buzzing in, back with another exciting video yet again. And today we're gonna talk about the new tanks that are going to be in the game very soon. These tanks are going to be the French Techtree vehicles, and they're most likely going to start from the tier 7 AMX-13 M24. Then we have the tier 8, the Iraq 105 Proto, the tier 9, the Project Lewis, and the tier 10, the Project Murat. So, really exciting vehicles, and I'll tell you all about them, why they're exciting. So today in this video we're only going to touch the tier 10 vehicle so far, because this tank is by far the most interesting one and it's the gem of the Techtree. So what's about this vehicle? Firstly, it's gonna have an average health of about 1800 hit points. The hull armor is going to be extremely poor because it's a French medium that doesn't boast any armor. You'll have 50 on the front, 35 rear, and 30 millimeters on the back, which you know, I think every tank can achieve you in the back and the sides, and maybe even in the front. Not all of them, but yeah, some of them can. Talk about mobility wise, it's amazing. It has 62 on the front, minus 21. That's reverse basically. The traverse is 50 degrees a second. That's a lot. That's really good. Turret traverse is good as well. Engine power is decent. Power to weight ratio is nice, and it has a view range of 265 meters. It's an overall a really decent tank. And let's get to the main factor, and that is the gun of the tank. So the gun will be a really fast aiming gun, and the tank will feature 9 degrees of gun depression, which will give you a huge advantage on any hilly map. And if you can see, this tank has 2 tracks on each side, meaning it has 4 tracks in total. And this at some points might give you a tilt angle of the front armor. Not only that, since it has 4 tracks, it has emergency track mechanism, which means even if your tracks are shot down, you'll be able to go in reverse despite the loss of your tracks. And this tank might feature 2 rounds in the magazine. So I think it's somewhere close like the tier 8 Bad Chat Barask. And if so, I think it's gonna be a really interesting tank. It's gonna be a really fun tank, because you can just roam around the map shooting the tanks twice and just running, dump your shell fast really quickly and just move around the map. So it's really good. If it has those 2 rounds of magazine guns, it's gonna be amazing. 3-second reloading, relatively slow. I think it's not gonna be like the Barask that's gonna dump out shells really fast, but 3 seconds isn't much either. And 16 seconds of magazine reload isn't really bad either. And for a 120mm gun, if you have 370 alpha, that's gonna perform really well in Blitz. Lastly, the biggest downfall it has, its huge size. Talking about armor wise, here's a 3D visual of the tank, as you can see. And if you're on your 9 degrees of gun depression on a hilly map, and if you hide this huge lower plate, the lower plate is absolutely huge, the biggest lower plate we've ever seen in Blitz. But if somehow you can hide this lower plate and you're in a perfect hold down position, you're gonna be almost impenetrable apart from these side turret cheeks. I think these are gonna be a weak spot, but apart from that, if you're like shaking your head like this. So overall, I think you have a really good chance of playing this tank. And I think there's this nerf type of I think this is a nerf, that when you're looking down, when you're aiming down, there's this thing popping up on your back, which is really weak. And maybe I think people can shoot it Yeah, it might be able to be shot at some points, but overall I don't think at 9 degrees there's any chance. Yeah, there's no chance people can shoot you on there at 9 degrees of gun depression. So my thoughts on the Murat, the Project Murat tank, I think it's gonna be a really fun tank. That's all for this video, guys. Also, I have to mention something, that I've opened up a Discord server, finally the official WoTBE Discord server. And not only that, the first 100 members in the WoTBE server get a special legacy role. So hop on in the server right away, have fun with us. We're a really active server, we're really, you know, having fun in Blitz. So yeah, hope to see you there. Thank you so much for watching. WoTBE buzzing out.